How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video: 6 little known ways that television stifles our growth. So television is the most popular activity, the most popular leisure activity in the entire world. 99% of homes have a television. 66% of homes have 3 or more television sets. Now let's stop and consider how watching television can really stifle our growth. Now, the first little known way that TV stifles our growth is that watching television is a huge time sink. We spend approximately, on average, 4.5 hours per day watching television. That equates to 9.1 years of our lives is spent watching television. That's incredible. That's 80,000 hours of our time just sitting there idly watching television. Now, when you think that it takes approximately 10,000 hours to become an expert or to master something, think of how much more stuff we'd really be able to grow with in our lives if we stopped watching television. You'd be able to master or expert 8 new things by the time that you die. Now, the number 2 way is that we are addicted to television. Television, network programming is very, very addictive. And having an addiction like watching television can really stifle our growth. Now, a quote that I like from Dan Rather, he says that news, particularly daily news, is more addictive than crack cocaine, heroin, and cigarettes. TV program is basically, it's never ending. And when we sit down and we watch television, endorphins are released. It's kind of like an opiate that is released, and we really become addicted to watching television. Now, the networks, they understand the psychology behind watching TV. They understand it. So they're always going to be showing you upcoming promos for new shows, or they're going to leave us on cliffhangers so that we kind of have this almost like this little itch in our bodies that we want to keep watching television. We just want to keep watching. And having any type of addiction is really not good for our spiritual growth, because addictions of any kind are harmful. And if we are literally like chained to the television, it can really be detrimental over time. Now, the third way that television really stifles our growth is through the lack of use of our concentration. TV is designed to be very fast, exciting, and just stimulating to our minds. So when we go back to our everyday lives, our everyday existence, it seems kind of uninteresting to us. It's not very exciting. It's very boring. So we kind of lose our ability to concentrate on the present moment because we're always looking for new stimulation. So say we're sitting down, we're doing our homework. Doing homework, not very exciting. Reading a good book might not be very stimulating to us. But if we go and just turn on the TV, we're guaranteed to have some type of stimulation or excitement. So through watching television, we literally program our minds to be very hyperactive. We're always constantly searching for more and more stimulation. We can't really be present in the moment anymore because we're always looking for that stimulation. Now, the fourth way that television stifles our growth is that it changes our perception of reality. So much of television is scripted and fake. It's not real. It doesn't give us an actual real view of what reality is like. If you watch the news, everything is very fear-based. Lots of drama, lots of fear. And it gives us this view of the world that just isn't necessarily true. We are living our lives vicariously through characters in our favorite movies and our favorite television shows. We're not really with the real world anymore. We're living in this kind of fake scripted world of television. And this can really stifle our growth. TV gives us an outlet to escape from our lives and to not really see what the world really is about. And that can really hurt us when we want to develop spiritually and really kind of develop ourselves as human beings. Now, the fifth way that TV really stifles our growth is that television puts us into a trance-like state. When we're watching television and we have all those zooms, those pans, and those cuts, it starts to mesmerize us. Now, when we're in this mesmerized state, basically what happens is that the left side of our brain, which is our analytical or critical thinking part of our brain, starts to shut down in favor of our emotional brain, which is on the right side. Now, why this is important is because when we're watching certain images and people are telling us certain things through the television, we don't really think about what they're saying. We just take them on to be true because they bypass our conscious mind, our critical thinking mind, and is directly implanted onto our subconscious mind. And this is why advertising is so powerful, because they are, like, the advertisements are literally implanting messages in your mind about having lower self-value. And if you want to increase that self-value, that self-worth, that self-esteem, you have to go and buy their products. So that's one reason why television really stifles our growth, because they are literally implanting messages into our mind that might not be for our best. Now, the sixth way that TV really stifles our growth is that when we sit down and we watch television, is that it makes us become very passive. The messages that are presented to us, we just really start to take on as our own. Our worldview is presented to us, and as we sit down and we watch TV, we accept that passively. We're not actively thinking about what they're actually saying to us. We're just saying, yeah, that's what the news presenter said, that's what the TV show said, so that's what I'm going to believe. The more time that we actually spend watching TV and just absorbing information, the less time that we're actually participating and engaging in the world. So, for example, a lot of people love to watch sports. People just love to watch sports on the television. They'll sit down and watch their sports team for hours on end. But they're just passively absorbing. They're not actually going out and engaging in the world. I'd much rather want to go out and play a sport than watch it on television. So without actually going out and doing any types of activity, that really stifles our growth. We can't grow from just sitting around and watching the television all day long. So I hope this quick video just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of how much time we might be wasting watching television, how it's programming our minds. Maybe it's time to turn the television off. Maybe try turning it off for 30 days. Now, it's not the television itself that is necessarily bad. You can still watch really good movies and inspiring documentaries on your television. It's that box, it's that cable box that gives you, 1,000 channels to continuously be stimulated over and over and over again, creating attentional disorders. Get rid of that box. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you a lot of time, and you're going to be able to grow and expand and master things in your life just by turning off the television. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.